Ooh, that's a tricky one. I've been going through a tough time. So, what book am I currently reading and what element do I like about it? Well, normally you'd catch me reading business books, and I'm not. I like to geek out. I love sci-fi, I love fantasy, and at the moment I'm going through Ender's Game. You may have seen the movie about it. There's a brilliant book behind the scenes, and it's talking about taking an incredibly young child and training them to be a battle commander. What can I take from it? Perseverance. This is a child, and when I say child, we're talking, this is I think he's about 12, and I'm towards the end of the book. Very, very young. Being placed into situations that we wouldn't think of putting them in. And he keeps going, and what's fascinating is I can see it. I can see the benefits to children reading that sort of book and recognising, getting up and carrying on. Trying again, trying different things out. The reason that he is so great at this job that they're looking for is that he doesn't do what everybody else does. He doesn't copy the people who are older than him. He goes out and he tries things out and he gets things wrong, and he enjoys getting things wrong, because in getting stuff wrong he discovers new things, and he and his friends explore the space that they're in, the problem that they've been given, how to win fights. So this is somebody who really shows, yes, he's a genius, but his perseverance, his creativity, his imagination isn't dulled for a second. He will never go the way you expect. And for me, that's an incredibly valuable lesson for anybody. But I'm absolutely going to recommend it to my children as something for them to hold on to, because I believe in the workplace, those sorts of characteristics are really going to help people dominate the 21st century. Imagine if you had a whole team of people who turned up and they weren't going to accept the status quo just because it was. They were going to try stuff out. They were going to celebrate their successes and use them as a springboard to learn new and better ways of doing things, so that you can outperform everybody around you. That, for me, is a great lesson to take from any book. The fact that it's fiction, I don't believe matters at all. So if you haven't read Ender's Game, I can't remember the author, I highly recommend it. It's a great book if you like sci-fi and things. It's a great book. But I think there's some really good lessons that we can learn from any book, fiction or non-fiction. If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.